On January 26, 2026, a quiet Monday evening in Downers Grove, Illinois, turned into a scene of unspeakable violence. What began as a seemingly ordinary online transaction ended in tragedy. This is the story of Eliza Morales, a young, loving mother, a wife, and a woman whose life was stolen in her own home. Eliza Morales was 30 years old and 5 months pregnant. She lived with her young family in a Downers Grove apartment, a peaceful community west of Chicago. Her husband was at work Monday evening, and their 2-year-old daughter was elsewhere. Friends and family described her as kind, generous, and deeply devoted to her children. The catalyst was a Facebook Marketplace transaction. Eliza and her husband had sold a pickup truck online. When the buyer showed up to return misplaced license plates, no one expected it to end in violence. At approximately 6:09 p.m., firefighters and police were called to Eliza's apartment after reports of smoke and a structural fire. What they found inside would shock the community. Authorities discovered Eliza inside the apartment, suffering from severe stab wounds. She was pronounced dead at the scene. Detectives quickly determined that sharp force trauma, not the fire, was the cause of her death. A second person at the scene was treated for smoke inhalation, but Eliza's death was unmistakable and brutal. Police arrested 19-year-old Nidis Revukis of Westmont in connection with the killing. He faces multiple felony charges, including first-degree murder, armed robbery, aggravated arson, intentional homicide of an unborn child, and aggravated cruelty to animals. Prosecutors say the encounter turned violent during what was supposed to be a vehicle exchange. Reports allege Eliza was stabbed dozens of times before the apartment was set on fire. Authorities revealed critical details as the investigation unfolded.
While the defendant was in the victim's residence, an altercation ensued, and it resulted in the defendant stabbing the victim 70 times.
The victim suffered approximately 70 stab wounds. The crimes extended beyond murder. The family's dog was also attacked. The fire may have been set to cover evidence. Surveillance footage reportedly showed the suspect approaching the scene. Despite these horrific details, investigators emphasize that all charges are allegations. The suspect is presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Eliza's family and community gathered in vigil to mourn her loss and to support one another through grief. Friends remembered her warmth, her devotion to family, and the bright future she was building. Her husband has expressed deep sorrow and determination to care for their surviving daughter.
The rest of my life,
Many in the community have called this a senseless
I can
and
get every last
devastating
second
act.
back with her, and just continue to try to live through her for my daughter, and continue to be strong for my family.
This case strikes a chord far beyond Downers Grove. It highlights the dangers that can accompany online meetups, the vulnerability of victims in their own homes, and how quickly an ordinary evening can become a tragedy. The loss of both Eliza and her unborn child underscores not only the brutality of the crime, but the profound impact on her family and community. Today, the investigation continues, and the suspect remains in custody, awaiting further court proceedings. Community members and legal authorities alike are seeking justice for Eliza and her family. Eliza Morales was more than a headline. She was a mother, a wife, and a life cut tragically short. Her story reminds us that behind every crime statistic is a person, a family, and countless unanswered questions. This story is in honor of Eliza Morales and her unborn child. If you like this story, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, guys, stay safe.